Mr. Flipper's got a good question here. He says, is there a safe way to advertise your deals online without having someone steal your deal? Because I notice there's a lot of savages out there, other families that need to eat. Now, I need to probably address this very importantly. We are not realtors, okay? We do not put a property under contract and we try to sell it on the MLS. That is brokering in my eyes. Now, it's not legally brokering, but it's a fine line. A lot of wholesalers try to pretend like they're realtors. I don't like being a realtor. I'm not a realtor. I am never going to be a realtor. People say, don't say realtor, say realtor. Realtor. Blech. That's what I think when I think about it, right? But like a lot of people pretend like they're selling the property on behalf of the seller, and they're walkthroughs will be on this date, and they try. It's so stupid, guys. We get a property under contract, and us as wholesalers, we sell our equitable interest in the deal. That is what we do. I see so many wholesalers try to pretend like they're being realtors and they're selling it on the open market. That's not wholesaling. Okay. Look at the definition of wholesaling merchandise and things like we sell the deal, we get under contract for a deep discount and we sell it to a discount for a cash buyer and the cash buyer makes money. When we put it on the market and stuff, I'll wholesale it. That's fine. That's when I buy it myself, like 4 or 5K in renovations, and throw it back on the market, sell it to a conventional buyer if it passes inspection. That's fine. That's legal. But guys, we're not doing this where we're going to blast it online. The most I would quote blast it online would be saying, hey, I have a deal in this zip code. Any buyers here? It's a great 2-2 that I'm just trying to get rid of the equitable interest in the deal. That's like the fine line. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I've always found most of my cash buyers through Facebook networking. Guys, if you go to wholesale.com, wink, wink, you can actually find cash buyers really easy by doing the methods I teach, which are different than the methods I taught in this video today. But don't be blasting your deals online. It is probably the stupidest thing I've ever seen. And the reason is because you're gonna attract a lot of fake buyers and a lot of fake wholesalers. One thing I also want to mention to you guys is there are real estate wholesaling guru programs that teach you specifically to pretend to be a cash buyer. Let me say this one more time. They will pretend to be a cash buyer, put you under contract. Oh, give me my proof of funds. Where's your proof of funds? The person will give you their guru's proof of funds. And if people don't do any due diligence, it'll say Mr. Guru first name, last name, which is different than the guy's name. And they'll pretend it. And then they'll try to blast that to their buyers list and JV, they call it daisy chaining. And they'll try to JV the JV deal. And they're not really a true buyer, which means you're not wholesaling the right way. This is probably one of the stupidest methods I've ever seen. And it's probably one of the most immature ways I've seen gurus do it, that they sell these programs for 9, 12, 14. I've seen up to 25,000 to teach these type of things. If you include their $30,000 mastermind, it's 50 grand to learn how to steal deals and pretend to be a cash buyer. I think it's disgusting. Us wholesalers, we deal to cash buyers. So the one thing, if you're looking to sell your deal, and specifically Mr. Flippa Crib says, how do I make sure nobody steals my wholesaling deal if I post it online? Number one, I can talk about this forever, but you ask the buyer, and this is very, very, very easy. Ask the buyer, how many properties in the last 365 days, not this year, not last month, 365 days have you bought for cash? Now you got to remember the fake buyers. I've dealt with these fake buyers before. I want to make expose videos. Some gurus don't like me for this, but you ask them, they'll say, I bought 7 houses in Houston last year. That's what they'll say. I say, okay, give me the addresses. What? Well, okay, here are the addresses. I said, it says the guru's name on it. The guru bought the house, not you. You're using your guru as leverage. Oh, I work with a partnership that has over $25 trillion in assets under management. I don't care. Are you the buyer? Are you the one going to sign the deed? That's it. Guys, just stupid simple. Make it stupid simple. Do not be this person. Like, okay, well, sounds good to me. You work for a company that has all these assets under management. They're giving you buzzwords. They're giving you fugazi. It's fake. It's cloud stuff, right? Guys, you don't get your deal stolen. Talk to real cash buyers. What's a cash buyer? It's a person that buys houses for cash. Oh, I'm getting a hard money loan for it. You're going to lose your deal. Number 2 here, if you throw the address on the open internet for everyone to see, what do you think's going to happen? It's so funny, but it's like, rappers get robbed doing this. They'll say, what's up, guys? I got all my chains. I got my jewelry. I got my $500,000 watch on. What's up? I'm at the local IHOP here on 4th Avenue. And then they get robbed because they post their live address where they're at right there. It's like, yeah, the bad guys are going to go to that live address and go rob you. Okay. Like, duh. And so people post the address of their deal. It's like, yeah, someone's going to find that address. They're going to try to steal your deal. It's like, duh, like you got to be smart. You have an equitable interest in a deal. That is something that's worth money to sell to a cash buyer for cash. And so you don't want to get your deal stolen by don't post it online. The most you can do is post, hey, I got a deal in this zip code, right? And so the real question here, not trying to get your deal stolen, when do I give the address to the property, right? This is simple. Go to wholesaling.com. We teach this. Number one, first and foremost, show me how many properties you bought in for cash last year and then give me the addresses. Okay, wow, this is legit. Okay, this guy actually has his name on the deed. Looks like a real guy. Okay, fine. Have you bought from wholesalers before? Yes, perfect. Okay, I got some proof here. He has and then show me some proof of funds. At that point, if he buys houses for cash, he's bought from wholesalers, he does this. We only have one last question. Are you okay with me making a fat assignment fee? And you're okay with that? I don't think we have a problem anymore. That's simple as that. If they're okay with you making an assignment fee, they buy houses for cash, they understand wholesaling, they're okay with your title company, all the questions to say at wholesaling.com, then give it out. But when you get your deal stolen, guys, it's the only times my deals ever get quote stolen is when a person's actually, I beat a wholesaler on a deal and they try to put the property under contract and it's just a bad seller. And they get the equal interest and I get my lawyers involved and I always win the cases, but it's like, that's it. Like you got to be smart. So don't give the address out until you actually qualify the cash buyer, which we teach at wholesaling.com. So Mr. Flip a Crib, you want to know how to not get your deal stolen. Easiest way not to get your deal stolen, make sure you're a legit cash buyer, not a guru cash buyer. Make sure that they actually bond for houses for cash and actually get the addresses of the houses they bought for cash. I'll tell you this specifically. When a person buys a house for cash, they're not scared to tell you what address it is. It's right. Like it's just, yeah, like I show you the proof. That's why I love real estate so much. You can't fake it, right? Everyone can fake everything else, right? Oh, I'm the coolest guy ever. Everyone can fake the weights when they're weightlifting. You can't fake real estate wealth. Like, what's the address? It's simple as that. You bought it for cash or not. The reals and the fakes and cash buyers in this business are really easy to find. So very, very long-winded rant there, but you don't get your deal stolen, do those things. And I hate to say it, but only 5% of the people watching this are going to get that through their brains today. But if you get that through your brain, you will not get your deal stolen. That ends up being the right way. So it just pains me when people get their deals stolen because they'll give the address out. It's like, that's a death sentence right there for your wholesaling deals. Don't be doing it. Okay. It ain't going to end up well.